Hi, I'm Dale from DPReview, and we're here at CES 2016 in Las Vegas, Nevada, and we're here at a booth that's synonymous with photography, Kodak. I think everybody knows photography, and everyone knows Kodak, and I'm here with Josh Coon from Kodak.
That's
and
right.
Josh, you've got a product here that is probably about the last thing I expected to see at CES, and that's a Super 8 film-based movie camera. Can you tell me about it?
That's right, I can. I think that reaction has been everybody's reaction. We've had such a great outpouring of support for the product that everybody was kind of like, a film camera? I mean, it really, I think, caught people by surprise. But there has just been kind of an analog renaissance lately. People are into vinyl, they're listening to records, and they're excited about film again. So we've come out with a new Super 8 camera. It's a traditional Super 8, takes a Super 8 cartridge. It's our smallest film stock. We've been making it for 50 years. The film is what we make now, but the camera is different. The camera has a digital viewfinder, so it's going to show you what you're shooting before the film is exposed, and it gives you a lot more flexibility in how you want to shoot.
And one question regarding the LCD. I mean, historically, an 8mm camera would have an optical viewfinder.
Correct.
How are you guys recording onto film at the same time you're looking at the image on an LCD?
It's just the way that the front is built. We've just got kind of a way to split the signal, if you will, so that we're still recording on the video, and you're seeing what you're recording on the LCD screen.
Okay, so something along the lines of a prism that just splits the image.
Yep. Has a top-mounted handle, but you can also get the classic pistol grip mounted underneath. We have a really cool feature here where we've got an external mic. So traditionally it's been tough to sync audio with Super 8. You need a separate device, but now you can record the audio and it'll actually sync to the SD card in the back, and then you can marry the two up in post-production.
Now, interestingly, you're shooting film. I don't even know where to get 8mm film process anymore. How does that work?
Well, so this is part of the other part of this that we're really excited about is it's not just a launch of the camera, it's a launch of an ecosystem around the camera. So our founder, George Eastman, used to say, and you push the button and we do the rest. So when you buy the cartridge of film, you'll actually be paying for processing, scanning, and transfer to the cloud. So what you get back from Kodak is an analog film reel, but then you also get digital files you can edit. You'll get a password, you download them, you can start to post them, share them, edit them, and work with them right away.
And I get my film back. So if I have an 8mm projector I buy on eBay or that I got from Grandpa, I can stick that on and I can actually watch it as 8mm film.
That's right. Yep,
Fantastic.
You'll get your film back. So we're really excited about this launch. We've had just, like I said, a ton of interest. And we had everybody from J.J. Abrams tweeting about it, Steven Spielberg. We've had people come in.
That's very exciting.
I had a great interaction with like a father and son, and the father was like, "This is a Super 8 camera," and the son was like, "I gotta get one of these." Like, now, it's really crossing generations.
If I recall correctly, Super 8 usually shot at a frame rate of somewhere in the neighborhood of 18 frames per second. Is that what this camera does, or does it do a different frame rate?
It'll be comparable, yeah. There's some of the specs, because we're going to launch this in Q4, so we're still a little bit of a ways out. So some of the specs are going to finalize as we get closer to launch, and all that information is going to be available on Kodak.com and through our social channels. So there'll be things that'll keep coming out as we go.
Now, if I decide to do this, what film do I have to use? Is there one film stock I can use? Do you have different film stocks available?
We have 4 film stocks, 1 black and white, and then 3 color. All of those are going to work in here. It's just, we're not changing the film. The film is still made in the same film factory in Rochester, New York, and it's going to go in the, and you can use it in the camera.
Fantastic, and by the reaction I've seen, this has been really popular.
Yeah.
Everybody I've talked to has told me to come over and check this thing out. So,
Yep.
Now, one other question. I do notice it has a lens on it. I think it is a interchangeable C-mount lens, but do you have different lens options if somebody doesn't want just the one standard lens?
We don't at this time, but I think as this launches and we really start to, that's our hope, is that with the response that we've had, that you'll start to see more and more things for it. I mean, it is an interchangeable lens, so there will be options for folks, and we want to make it as versatile for creative people as possible.
Fantastic. And my last question is, how soon can we get one for review? Because I'm looking at this thing and thinking, nostalgia, right? I mean, I want to use one. When will this be available?
Well, the product is going to come out in Q4, so probably around the holiday season, and a lot more details about kind of that workflow that we talked about, where you send in the film, and the product itself will all be coming out over the course of the year.
Well, thank you very much. This is a very interesting product. I think even for our digital photography review readers, this is going to be something with a lot of interest.
Yep, thank you so much.
Thank you for your time today.
Thanks.